Join us as we embark on our very first safaris, the true start of our African honeymoon.
But first, let's pick up where we left off. We've just landed in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's about 5 p.m., and we're spending the night at the City Lodge Hotel, an airport hotel that's literally inside the terminal. We didn't even have to step outside. Our escort was waiting right at our gate, and before we knew it, we were checked in and settled. The room was perfect, a great shower, comfy bed, and exactly what we needed after such a long trip.
We grabbed dinner downstairs, and let's just say converting US dollars to Rand made this meal feel like an amazing deal.
After our long journey from New York to Dubai to Johannesburg, we were completely exhausted, so it was an early night for us. Come morning though, we were ready.
We took a quick domestic flight to Hoedspruit, and when we say quick, we mean quick. They started in-flight service, but it was so short I didn't even have time to finish my Diet Coke.
About 45 minutes later, we were on the ground in Hoedspruit.
Our driver was waiting for us with a sign and a smile, and soon we were on our way, cruising in an air-conditioned car through a bumpy but beautiful 2-hour drive.
Along the way, we passed kids getting out of school, homes, fruit stands, grocery markets, and surprisingly, a lot of liquor stores.
And shortly into our ride, our first wildlife sightings. Giraffes and baboons right from the road. We couldn't believe it.
The drive gave us such a cool glimpse into the local culture. And before we knew it, we've reached the entrance to Sabi Sands Game Reserve.
From there, it was just a short ride to our lodge, and we were greeted right away by warthogs on the runway. Yes, you can actually fly in here, but we're not quite at that level of travel yet.
And finally, we made it. Welcome to Arathusa Safari Lodge.
Arathusa offers 2 safaris a day, one in the morning at 6 a.m. and one in the afternoon at 3:30. We arrived fashionably late at 3:40. The afternoon safari had already left, but luckily for us, they turned around and came back to grab us. We tossed our bags in the room, zero unpacking, pure adrenaline, and hit the road.
Within minutes, our first sighting, a lion. The vehicle fits 10 guests, plus a driver and a spotter. Everyone kept saying how lucky we were to see a lion right away. Brad was very happy. This was the animal he was most excited to see.
Not long after, we spotted a leopard lounging in a tree. Our guide told us she'd climbed up to stay out of sight as 2 lionesses were nearby. We watched her for a while, then drove on, and found the lionesses napping in the grass.
Next up, a resting rhino. In the Sabi Sands Reserve, rhinos are dehorned to protect them from poachers. We learned their horns are made of keratin, the same protein in our hair and nails. Poachers prize them for their medicinal value and status symbolism, which fuels a massive black market trade.
As we watched the rhino, the sun began to set. Our driver took us to an open spot for a sundowner, a safari tradition where you enjoy drinks and snacks right in the bush. Before each game drive, the lodge asked what you'd like to drink. I went with a beer. Haley went with wine. Next time, I might be joining her. She got the whole bottle.
And South African wine? So crisp, so good. As the sun dipped lower, the sky turned into a painting of pink, purple, orange, and red. It was breathtaking, and we couldn't believe we had 6 more sunsets to come on this trip. Then, as darkness fell, and we started heading back, another lion.
At night, the guides use spotlights and headlights to find nocturnal animals. They're careful not to shine too long on creatures like elephants, as their eyes take longer to readjust, and too much light can actually make them vulnerable to predators.
Watching that lion under the stars was surreal. We couldn't believe on our very first game drive, we'd already seen 3 of the big 5. But what we didn't know was what was waiting for us back at the lodge.
Arathusa is housed on a large watering hole and is home to many hippos.
The resort does its best to keep the hippos out of any lodge areas, but the hippos often get hungry and come up to the resort to munch on the grass, as was happening tonight.
We enjoyed our welcome back drinks in a safe area and soon after sat down for dinner. When we finished, our ranger walked us back to our room, just in case any of those hippos decided to stick around. Before long, it was time for bed.
At 5:30 a.m., we got our wake-up call for the sunrise game drive. though honestly, we were already awake. Between the jet lag, the excitement, and the honking hippos outside, sleep was difficult.
Our first morning game drive picked up right where we left off. Within minutes, we came across a lion marking his territory. Soon after, he met up with his brother, and we followed the pair for most of the drive. Then came something unforgettable. It's one thing to hear it on video, but in person, you feel it. The sound vibrates through your chest. Unreal.
After that incredible start to the day, we headed back for breakfast. But first, let's give you a quick tour of Arathusa. When you step off the Jeep, you walk through the open-air lobby, where you're greeted with a cold towel. Keep going and you'll pass the gift shop on your right, and the dining areas to your left and straight ahead, all overlooking the waterhole. Down the path are the water-facing suites. Ours was the last one, with a perfect view of the water. Inside, there's a cozy sitting area leading to our, quote, king bed, which is really two twins pushed together. And check this out, an enclosed outdoor shower surrounded by nature. Inside, there's a bathtub, a rainfall shower, double sinks, and plenty of space to relax.
Right outside our door, we had frequent visitors. Antelope, like this kudu, and at the watering hole throughout the day, we saw elephants, giraffes, even hyenas late at night and early morning. Honestly, you could sit on the deck and get a full safari without ever leaving the lodge.
Breakfast is served in the open-air dining area overlooking the water. The same goes for lunch. So that morning, we ate, took a nap, lounged by the pool, watched more animals at the watering hole, had lunch, and before we knew it, it was time to gear up for our next game drive.
Over the next couple days, our game drives were packed with wildlife.
We saw so many things, from different kinds of antelope to elephants, giraffes, hyenas, warthogs, and more. We really checked a lot of African wildlife off our list. And we saw the last of the Big Five, Cape Buffalo.
However, there were a few sightings that definitely stood out, specifically a few different leopard sightings. Sabi Sands is known for their leopards, and after this trip, let's just say, they moved up extremely high on my list of favorite animals.
Check out this sighting as we watched a leopard with its freshly killed hare.
We were able to follow her as she brought the kill back to her cub. and as you can see, she had a little trouble holding onto it in the tree.
There were hyenas in the area, so Mom stayed on the ground as she played the role of lookout. And here's a moment we really weren't expecting. The time spent back at the lodge was filled with even more animal sightings. Look at these warthogs that just walked onto the resort. So cute. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at their knees. Talk about Disney knees. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Okay, so right now, looking at the water hole from inside our room, kudu right here, hippo right there, you can kind of see its head popping up, elephant family over here, more elephants over here, and oh, hippos, can you see them? Let me see. Hippos are right there. You can see it better in person, but so many things to see at the water hole right in front of you without even leaving your room.
In between game drives, there was the perfect amount of time to relax by the pool and enjoy great meals. One of our favorite meals was this delicious duck à l'orange.
Being our honeymoon, we also had to check out the spa. No pictures of that, but we both agreed it was incredible.
After our couples massage, we found a private romantic dinner setup in the dining area.
We enjoyed a wine tasting too.
Overall, we had a fantastic time.
It overwhelmingly exceeded our expectations, and we'd love to visit again. Before we go, just a quick shout out to Selena at First Class Travel for finding this amazing destination for us.
While we were sad to leave, luckily, more adventure awaited us at Kapama Game Reserve. Like, comment, and follow to see the next stop on our African honeymoon adventure at Arathusa Safari Lodge.